Let's talk about Forbidden Door, starting off with the buy-in. The first match with Drilla Maloney and Daniel Garcia, I didn't even see on the card prior to this, but it was a good match nonetheless. Drilla Maloney, I guess he's going to the G1 Climax competition after this for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Great match. I mean, him and Garcia were going back and forth, but once he got his special move off, it was a wrap for Garcia. Even Shafir couldn't help him. Divine Dominion versus Thunder Rosa and Olympia. This is a title defense here. This is probably the best one I've seen from Divine Dominion. Thunder Rosa and Olympia definitely brought the heat in this. Olympia's strength and Thunder Rosa's tenacity in this match were insane. And Lena Cross and Megan Bain definitely had to go in with this one, which I thoroughly enjoyed. So just keep it like this every single time. I don't want these qualifying matches no more. If you're going to be Divine Dominion, do your thing. In these matches, kill every week. Every title defense. That's what I want to see. I said in my story later, man, Michael was going to make it. In this survival of the fittest, Michael wound up, going forward. Sky Blue needs a Bacchiotomy out of this. Michael was not playing. That power bomb on the edge of the ring, I can't remember if it was a Falcon Arrow or suplex she did on the edge as well, but that shit looked like it hurt. Now, starting off the main card for Forbidden Door, you got Sky Team versus the Young Bucks versus Unbound Company. Now, this is my first time seeing, Unbound Company, Titan and Shingo. I tell you what, man, Shingo was at it in this match. Dude was definitely a powerhouse. I can see why he used to be a New Japan, world champion. Bro did not let up in this match. And with all these high flyers, it was definitely almost a difference maker in this. Because I really thought Unbound Company was going to take this home. Now, the others, I already knew how Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and the Bucks get down. So that was a nice mix to this group. The Bucks were victorious in this one. But hats off to everyone in this match. Whew. Zack Sabre and Kenny Omega was nets and did not disappoint at all. There were so many people saying this is what professional wrestling is, and they were not lying, man. Pretty much these guys were matching blow for blow, technical moves to try and get the edge on their opponent. Kenny was on the ropes, no lie. It took him two attempts to try and get the one-winged angel, in which the first two, Zack Sabre was able to do reversals, but by the third, he finally got it and emerged victorious. Then we got Jon Moxley and Bandito for the Continental Championship. Man, Bandito was put through it, man. I ain't gonna lie. Busted open, mask halfway ripped off because Mox got savage with it. I swear a lot of these fans in the crowd, they be acting all friendly because Mox and, over the past couple months has sort of turned a new leaf, but he hasn't. He's still a damn menace when he want to be. Mox retains in the end. But hats off to Bandito. Even Mox, shows good sportsmanship at the end, shook his hand. Bandito looked dazed. His master he lost a lot of blood in this, man. It was crazy. Then we had Shota Umino versus Pac. First time seeing Shota. Color me impressed as well. They both put on a hell of a match. Shota, I got to see how powerful he was and why he is the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Apparently he beat Andrade last, so if he wasn't rocking Pac with the fist, he was using his head to do it too, because I heard that snap, and I think it looked like it connected when he did a headbutt to Pac in the face. In the end, Shota retains, and it looked like Mox was eyeballing him towards the end, but then I think the name was Hiroshi Tanahashi. Sorry if I got that wrong, but I guess he's a legend in the game. Just recently got into the Hall of Fame or something there. He came to, put the base on Shota, the belt on Shota, towards the end of the match. Mox and the Riders cleared the ring after that. Starlight Kid versus Tekla was next. This did not disappoint at all. I expected what I got from these ladies in this match. And I felt like for every move that Tekla did, Starlight Kid had something to follow up with it almost immediately. Her speed, agility was impeccable in this. And the way she had Tekla locked up in this, in the end, Tekla retains, though. She winds up taking off Starlight Kid's mask, spitting in it, and trying to put it on President Okada in the crowd. Then slaps him with it a couple times. Yo, where's the homies at, man? Y'all, next time anybody from Stardom comes, y'all need to bring a few people with you. I don't care if it's a 1v1. Have some backup. Ain't no way it's supposed to be going down like this. We got Cage and Cope versus the Dog. This match went as expected. You got the Dogs acting like jackals, and you got Cage and Cope with their history and knowledge of running the tag team division in any company they've been in. Seems like this could have went either way. But then the lights went out. Jay White came back. Bang Bang Gang did an entrance, and then you see Jay White in the ring. Does a special on Finlay. Not that Finlay was playing fair. You know how he is with that shillelagh. He brought it to this match as well. But after Jay White did that, Cope went in for the spear. Cage and Cope retained. Cage ain't look too happy about seeing Jay White, while Cope was cool with it. So I don't know all their full history. You know, this is my, I think, second year watching AEW, so we'll see what happens from here. Mercedes Moné versus Maya World for the Owen Hart, women's tournament final. Man, what a banger of a match. I saw so many things from Maya World I haven't seen previously. This was by far, to me, her best match. She brought it to Moné. I honestly thought it was going to go in her direction, I'm not going to lie. But I had a feeling Moné was definitely not going to lose this, especially after this comeback she's been making. So now she's the women's, 2026 Owen Hart tournament winner. Shout out to the CEO. Then we got Team DC MJF versus Team Briscoe. And the ending to this went exactly how everyone thought. It was basically backpacks versus blouses. Don Callis had everyone on Team DC MJF with them damn t-shirts from that art piece he did for MJF, earlier this week. And the amount of shenanigans in this thing, man, I will keep y'all here all day with all the stuff that went down. Seemingly, everybody from Team Briscoe bought a backpack, and they all had stuff in it. Kyle O'Reilly had a Nintendo, old school Nintendo, even popped a cartridge in there with controllers. Like, what? Orange Cassidy had orange slices in there, which he got from Willow Nightingale. And they used that at one point when, Kyle Fletcher got busted open. They poured some on top of his face, and then the rest of the team ate some orange slices. Darby seemingly had a bomb in his that went off when Knight was at the top of the cage, knocked him through a table, and then he did a coffin drop from the top of the cage on Knight. Nuts. Takeshita just had a middle finger for Okada. That came in handy. Briscoe and his tacks, man. Those tacks are like crazy, dude. Like, not only did Briscoe get them all lined up on his back, you also had Darby Allin take some to the face, dude. That was crazy to me. Like, he went face first into them things, and I could see it on his face. He was like, oh, no. And it seemed like Robert Strong packed the most powerful weapon of them all, Lio Rush. What? Yeah, Leo took out damn near 3 members of the Don Callis family while in that ring. He tried to get MJF to give him the ring like the Precious. I was bugging. Then Doyle had to put him back in the bag and put a lock on it. Like, what, man? The spoiler we knew all was going to come was Andrade, man. I knew Andrade was going to be vital to the ending of this match. And him and MJF was not getting along. And towards the end, he told MJF was trying to shout orders at Andrade, like, hey, hold up Briscoe, who was like a bloody mess. Several guys got in here, were bloodied up. But yeah, and then instead of doing that, Andrade just hit him with that back fist. MJF with that back fist. It was crazy. And he had a shirt that said, F MJF, F Don. Like, and Doyle tried to talk sense into Andrade and wound up getting knocked down for it too. Like, so we know who's not in the Don Callis family. Winners, Team Briscoe. And there's so many more shenanigans and things that went down. Definitely check out this match, man. Like I said, I'll have you here all day with every single bit of it. But I ain't got time. Then moving on to the main event, we had Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. Talk about having the pot on the stove cooking, man. This was crazy. The amount of second, third, fourth, fifth wins these guys got. Right when you think it was over, it just kept going back and forth, going either way. I wasn't even picking a side. I was just like, hey, let's cook. I felt like it was going to go in Ospreay's favor, which it did, but still. I don't know how much blood Swerve lost, but I don't think it was a comfortable amount, man. I mean, at the end, you saw blood all on the floor, on Ospreay's boots. It was just like, falling off. Like, it was insane. Where Ospreay had a hidden blade, Swerve came with a visible one from the front and popped him with it. Well, a great match, man. It drew a lot of concern for these two guys, and the amount of blood they lost in this, especially Swerve, man. I couldn't tell if he was okay or not, but they kept going. And down to the final seconds, you had the Death Riders come out and actually cheer Will Ospreay on, to get him motivated to get his last win in and take this thing home. And in the end, as expected, Ospreay wins. Celebrates with the Death Riders, and then his wife comes out. They get all cutesy, but overall, though, solid show. From the buy-in to the main card, I was entertained the entire night. If you saw it, how you feel about it, let's talk.